top notes, had a lot of 1 and 2 bean pods, just run out of water in August. It got very dry.
Morning, everybody. Hello to you. Let's see here. Hope everybody had a good weekend. It wasn't a long weekend. I don't know why I about to say that. Christy batting lead off today. Good, Christy, good. First one up. Not gonna lie, last couple of years I've really gotten into this whole fall back thing. Like the older you get, I feel like we should do this like every month or something, so I get an extra hour of sleep. Like this will last me a good week, but then it's like, oh, okay. Then you kind of catch up. But I'm energized today, buddy. Holly's here somewhere. Morning, Pam. Jerry, morning. I don't like the darkness at 5. I agree. It's kind of like, I mean, I used to just despise it, and I'm going to go into a depression all winter. Now it's like, might as well embrace it, right? But I do like I got to see the sunrise this morning. Usually the sunrise is, in the summer we get to see it on the way in. Morning, Glenn. Yeah, I know. Getting to see the sunrise is cool. And the collie's here. By the time she rolls up in here. She just got here. It's the first time I've seen her all morning.
Good Monday morning to you, everybody. Thunder Radio Morning Show with you for a brand new week. Hopefully a lot of fun lined up for you. Welcome in to everybody on your way into work, on your way into school. Maybe you're on your way home from work for your night shift warriors, or you're just making your way around the kitchen this morning. Whatever it is that you're doing, we're glad that you're with us on the Thunder Radio Morning Show, brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle and his many great ways to make you look great, function great, and feel great, including the M-Sculpt Neo treatments. Get those muscles you've always wanted, including the biceps, the booty, the abs. Learn more at drvanwinkle.com. No surgeries required. I had a stroke. I had a little stroke right there on air. No something. Surgeries required. All right. We got weekend recap. We got a lot to do today. We got a weekend recap. Let's see how everybody's doing after the time change. I'm doing really good. I'm pumped about this extra hour of sleep. I know, people, I didn't actually get an extra hour, but I'm pumped about it. Feeling good. We got weekend recap. We've got stupid, silly stat, name that tune, chances to win prizes and play games. We're going to talk about Holly's eating habits. That's coming up a little bit later on in the show. And whatever else we dig into, who knows? 60 degrees outside the Thunder Studios. Are headed for high in the mid-70s today. It's going to be a really pleasant day out there. Sunny skies. Weather forecast brought to you by Wisteria Hill Boutique. I hope you got a chance to check out their open house this weekend. If not, that's okay. Open house is over, but they still have all kind of Christmas sales and things really from now through Christmas. So you can't go wrong by going over there to see them at 205 South Woodland Street. It's near the square in downtown Manchester, and they are on Facebook and the .commies as well. WisteriaHillOnline.com. Or go to Facebook and search for Wisteria Hill Online. On that note, I do believe it's time to bring in the better half of the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Across from me sits the brains of this operation, the planner, the organizer, the CEO, and president of Coffee County Broadcasting Incorporated. She's by far the looks inside of this studio, the president-elect of the Manchester Chamber of Commerce, the microphone licker herself, and one of the reasons the rockin' world goes round. Holly, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Did I get it all this morning?
Where's my bell? It's been moved.
Somebody took your bell? That's a shame. Happy Monday to you, everybody.
East of Omaha, listen to the engines roar.
Whew. I have my weather page ready to go.
I'm gonna pay close attention because I want to know what the weather's gonna be today.
It's gonna be nice. I just told you that.
When did you tell me that?
A minute ago when I did the weather.
Then why are you pulling up the weather?
I don't have the full forecast.
That's what I want. I want the full.
That sounds about right. Sounds about right. Coffee County, Tennessee, and the Titans won. That's a pretty good weekend. I just knew the Titans were going to blow that. Actually, I just felt like they was going to end in a tie because that's the most Titans thing ever. Blow this lead, end in a tie. Election day's tomorrow, y'all. Anybody else getting jacked? A little nervous?
Yeah, I got real nervous this. Maybe it was Friday when I was listening to Dan Bongino. I was real good.
Ugh. See what happens.
Comings and goings, what's happening in and around the Manchester community. Had a good weekend of sports all the way back to last Thursday. High school football with a win. We weren't in here Friday morning. We were best of, so we didn't get a chance to talk about that. But big win for the high school football boys. Beat Blackman. They're headed to the playoffs this Friday at Mount Juliet. We'll be there with them. So we hope that you tune in. No Raider TV during the playoffs due to TSSAA restrictions. So just FYI on that. Also, on Friday, we got to watch Coffee Middle and Westwood play a little basketball. Coffee Middle won both of those, but a couple of fun games to watch. Get back in the gym. We watched Westwood a couple times, but it's our first time to see Coffee Middle.
Yeah, they look good.
So that was good. And let's see, what else did we have going on, Holly? That we went to the Sportsman Saturday night. We're going to talk about that in a little while, right?
Yep.
Good.
We've not been back on air since Thursday, so we've not talked Halloween. We've not talked Red Raider win.
No, we're not talking any of that. And let's see, tomorrow's election day. That's pretty much worth noting on your comings and goings. Holly's
school's out tomorrow, correct?
School is out tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's correct. Maybe we should be out tomorrow. Just
I would rather be out Wednesday.
Right. I know, but I think we got a guest in on Wednesday. I don't know.
Okay, well, then tomorrow works for me.
Yeah, we'll just take the day off. It's holiday, isn't it?
I was thinking that, but I'm like, oh, we could do some really good election coverage. It wouldn't be really good.
What coverage would we do?
Just talking tweets. We're gonna cover them tweets.
Election day's tomorrow. Don't forget to vote. Not a whole lot of other immediate pressing events this weekend. Now that Halloween is over, a lot of the area events are waning. We are 24 days away from Thanksgiving. I do know that. And we are 26 days away from the Manchester Christmas Parade. I saw my first holiday ad on TV yesterday during the Lions-Packers game. It was a Macy's holiday ad. And I was like, oh. And then Holly put up all of our Christmas stuff this weekend. All of the Christmas stuff is up.
It took 2 days. 2 solid days. I made a post yesterday asking, has anyone put their Christmas tree up yet? That's all it said.
It was on the Thunder Radio Facebook page.
Yeah. And just trying to get a poll, and I knew.
Oh, I was waiting. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, and I saw there was comments. I was like, oh, I can't wait to read the negative comments.
Yeah. I thought one of the first 3 comments was going to be, it's too early.
Ain't Thanksgiving yet.
Yeah. Not one negative comment. Not one. Nobody said not one thing negative. And it had, let's see, how many comments?
It wasn't a ton, but it was a few.
38.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's quite a bit on just like
to
to
have
have no
38
negative-
comments. Yeah. To have 38 comments on any post on social media with no negatives, maybe something we should submit to somebody, like a study.
I know. I wanted to say, is anybody looking? Is anybody looking at this? Look at this. There's no negative
I
comments.
mean, no matter what the post,
there's always
within 38 comments,
Yeah.
there is a negative
Yeah.
one.
Absolutely.
It's like, oh, Morgan Wallen cures cancer, and it's like, oh, well, he should have done it already.
Yeah. Took him long enough.
Took him long enough.
Um,
Morgan Wallen gets $500,000 in musical instruments. I saw that. And sure enough, buddy, it was, well, that's all he could afford.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. So within 38 comments.
Yeah. Somebody did say no, but she said, she said, decorating's not my thing. I love looking at all the trees.
Dr. Carmine said, let's try something. Post that same thing over on the Manchester TN forum and let's see how it goes. Yes, let's do that.
Experiment. Yeah, we're doing
I'm
it.
going to do it right now. I'm going to share it over there.
Okay.
By the end of the show, we should have an update on that. And it's not going to be the same. All right.
So if you're not the put your Christmas tree
I
up,
ought to really stoke it. I ought to put a comment on it. Be like, what do you guys think about this? Decorating for Christmas already.
you can't provoke. You can't, it's like time travel. You can't interact with that'll disrupt.
I just shared the post over. That's all I
Okay.
did. We'll see what happens.
See.
It's a good idea.
I like experiments, social experiments.
Dr. Carmine tells us he's going to join us on Wednesday to talk about his trip out to East Tennessee area doing some Helene work. He also says that was his idea to put it on the forum, so thanks to him. And he also says, how are we in 2024 and being told that counting these votes could go on for weeks? I know.
Yeah, whatever.
I know. What they mean is finding the votes could last for weeks. Oh, we found a package over here. I saw where there were some states where it was like, yeah, we'll allow mail-in ballots as long as they're postmarked on the date of the election. I'm like, are you kidding me? Some states require zero identity to zero ID to vote. Nothing. Not a social security card, not a driver's license, not a library card. Nothing. Just go vote.
Ooh.
Some states allow that.
Wait, I didn't.
Yeah. Some states require an ID, like Tennessee. Is that not nuts?
I don't. Wow.
There's a list of them.
Huh.
I left her speechless right there. She said, "Oh, okay."
That bothers me. Josh is.
Looking at.
I guess he's looking up the states that you don't have to have an ID to vote.
Yeah. See, 35 states require voters to present identification in order to vote at the polls. 35 of the 50 on election day.
Wow.
Let's see. Of those states, 25 require voters to present identification containing a photograph. 10 states do not explicitly require photo identification. The remaining 15 states do not require voters to present identification in order to vote at the polls at all. Billy.
I have to show my ID if I want to buy some NyQuil.
I know. I bought a lighter the other day and I had to show my ID.
But not to pick the president.
Not to pick the president, no. But to get a lighter for the candle. And yes, and for cough medicine, ID is required.
Okay.
Priorities, Anything else? We kind of got off talking about your Christmas things.
Oh, wait. I woke up a little cranky this morning.
She was a little cranky this morning. She had a little anxiety coursing through her veins.
I know I need to exercise and eat better. But it'll start off with something simple like I'm just going to walk on the treadmill. And then nothing happens. There's no change.
Yeah.
I do it for a couple of weeks. 3 times a week I walk on the treadmill. And there's nothing happening. So I'm like, all right, I'm cutting out no more mozzarella sticks and things like that. If it's fried, I can't.
I send it back.
And if I do eat it, I'm trying to watch my portions and not have big carby things, even though I love all the carbs. and then
All the
and then
breads.
and then I gain weight, you know. And so it frustrates me. So I don't know what I'm going to do.
I suggested a diet and exercise plan, and she yelled at me.
Who do you think you are
I know.
telling me to go on a diet?
I know. I was like, oh,
I hate it. I hate exercising. I hate it. If I was doing something and being productive, like if you said, Holly, I need you to move all of these boxes from here to here, I would say I will do that all day rather than go work out for an hour.
I like to work out, not because I like the stress burn that it provides, because there's a lot of stress involved here, and also I like to try to beat my numbers. You know, I like to play the numbers game. So if I ran this pace, I like to run this pace, or if I lifted this much, now I want to lift this much. Like I like to try to, or if I could do 10 reps with this weight, now I want to do 11. So it's a fun little game for me, and I try to get Holly to play that. I'm like, do it that way, so you got little goals, and she's not interested at all.
Because I don't have numbers, honey. I
Write it down.
I do good just to lift my own body weight.
She said this morning, she said, maybe my body is incapable of building muscle.
I was
like, I feel like they would have caught that in one of your doctor's visits. I feel like at some point the blood work would have been like, oh yeah, this lady can't build muscle. She is quite the scientific anomaly. I saw an ad last night when we were going to bed for a little exercise bike where you sit there and you pedal your little feet. It's just, all you do is you pedal your little feet. Nothing else really. I'll get you one. For the morning show. You can sit there and pedal your little feet.
No, but I almost did buy at a yard sale. I almost did buy one, you know, the steppers that waltz.
Just a waste.
It was counting them. It counted.
It would be great if you're 65, Holly. You are young enough to get up and do things. And she's the same person who will sit here and be like, and lecture you like, well, if you don't like it, then get up and go change it. If you don't like your job, get up and go get your job.
That's why I was mad this morning.
But then she doesn't want to get up and go do it. I was
mad. I'm like, daggone it, Holly. Them blueberry muffins, you just need to say no.
And we gotta put those down. So then I'm like, well, hey, let's diet together. And that way we can buy and eat the same things. And that's easier because I'm like, well, I'm going to eat this healthy food that's over here. But then I see that we've made a casserole for dinner. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to have my healthy food.
It was meat and rice, basically.
Rice is bad for you. But anyway.
No, rice ain't bad.
That rice is, yeah. So then I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to go over here and eat this too. And also,
it was just white rice.
And also all the cheese.
How many calories are in white rice? Is it something I need to be more concerned about?
I don't know. I thought it was brown rice that you had in there.
No, it was white.
What?
It turned brown because of what I cooked it in.
Oh, okay. Oh, we got
Worcestershire.
We got to tell them what. Oh, yeah, there you go. We got to tell them what you did. Holly had some eating incidents this weekend. I know we're gonna talk about it next. So y'all remind us. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the teaser here. Let's tell you about Holly's meat and her corn on the cob. So we got to tell you about that.
What about the meat?
What did you do with it yesterday?
Okay.
Yeah, we got to talk about what Holly did with the meat yesterday. So that's coming up next on the Thunder Radio Morning Show. We got a full day of fun ahead. Morning Show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle. Emcella treatments can solve urinary incontinence. Maybe you were running around on Thanksgiving and urinary incontinence, you'd be changing costumes halfway through the night. Well, that's not the case if you have Emcella treatments. Learn more at drvanwinkle.com, 482 Interstate Drive in Manchester.
Listen up, ladies. Most of us suffer from urinary incontinence. But what if I told you how to solve these issues? Someone asked me about the Emcella treatments at the Sportsman banquet. They were like, so Holly, you do the commercials for the Emcella. What is that? It was a man that asked. So I had to first
delicately explain that.
What happens to women when they reach a certain age and after they have children. I would say it's like when you take a hot sauce bottle and turn it upside down. You know, it may not all come pouring out, but then once you bounce, you're going to have spillage.
She has quite the way with words, doesn't she?
And that's where Emcella comes in. And then I got
it's like a hot sauce bottle.
Every time you bounce or cough or sneeze, probably I'll just stop doing that.
You're gonna be a GIF.
Oil. Say it.
Oil.
You say, is that how you say
I need
it?
an oil change.
Yeah, you say oil.
When I'm thinking about it, I'll say oil. But it's just random during the day, it's oil. You get my oil changed?
Oil.
Today is the first day of high school basketball practice. I forgot to mention that. Good luck to the ladies today and the boys. Be getting their first practices in.
But boy, you know, Brady Wright's gonna be glad to be back at it.
Right. I don't know if he's completely cleared. I think he's mostly. I think he is mostly. I think. When everybody kind of had different timelines on when they could come back, I think he may be good. Dana didn't have that problem. Well, you probably just take the right vitamins.
She don't have what problem?
Hot sauce problems. What time does this start? Let's see.
Alrighty. The Vols won their dark mode game.
Holly's locks did not go well.
Sorry, Trey. Sorry, Adam. I don't have any sugar in this.
You just put the artificial?
Yep. That's the no calorie. So how much calories is in this then?
I don't know. 30, 40, 50.
Way better.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
Yeah. Depends on how many ounces is in there, but yeah. I mean, you put some milk in there, didn't you?
Yeah, a little milk.
So there's a little more there. Less
but
than
milk's got protein in it though, don't it?
100. Yeah. 100.
That's my problem. I want to cut. So okay, I'll eat vegetables. I'll just eat raw vegetables and fruit. I don't care. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and just some cheese. I can do that. But it's like, oh, you got to get protein in there.
Yeah, you use.
I don't like grilled chicken very much unless it comes from J&G.
You can have some steak. You're going to cut all your muscle, and then you're going to,
I don't want to be weak.
Yeah. And that won't look good. You want to try to add some muscles.
You want to try and add some muscles.
No, I'm good. I'm going to get my shirts rehemmed. They're in a good spot right now. How's everybody handling time change? We didn't really talk about that a whole lot. We didn't talk about any really during that opening segment. I love it. I was telling you opening the show, like I feel like we should fall back an hour about every month. That way I could get an extra hour of sleep. Be dark at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't care. I'm rested.
Of Thunder Radio Management. Well, yes, it actually does. It's the morning show with Josh and Holly.
Morning show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle, asking during the break over on the cameras how everybody's handling the time change from this weekend. And people are incredibly negative about this. I used to be that person. Very negative. Hated it.
I don't
so
mind
mad.
it.
But last year I was like, I was sitting there and I was like, I can go to sleep early. I can get some rest. And I woke up more refreshed the next day and I was like, it's not so bad. It's not so bad.
Josh wakes up like Cinderella.
So this, same thing this year. I woke up this morning, man. I was up at 4:05. I had to fight to stay in the bed. I was ready to go. So I don't know. It's fine with me. We're early bedtime people though. So for us, it's like, I propose we fall back an hour a month until March.
I got so much accomplished yesterday though. I I just worked from the time I woke up. I was doing something constant. And then it got night time. And I was like, okay, it's about bedtime. And I looked, it was 4:30. And I was like, oh, guess I'll clean some more.
That's what Lindsay was saying over on the cameras. Supper cleaned up. And then realized it was 5:15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, what am I going to do now?
Yeah. You can participate in the show over on the Carmine Family Dental Cameras, Facebook, YouTube. Search for Thunder Radio. Dana said I'm okay with it until December, January when it's dark at 4:30. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Nothing we can do about it. So I would prefer to leave it one way or the other.
Yeah, just leave it.
If we wanted to, I would like to spring forward and leave it there, probably, because I like the 9 o'clock evenings, especially now that we got that pool, even though I still go to sleep at 8 anyway. But I prefer to just leave it that way, but it's not going to happen.
All right.
We got other things to talk about here. It was a very eventful weekend for us, and Holly's embarrassment level was something. We went to the Sportsman and Businessmen's Charitable Organization event on Saturday, which good crowd. They raised a lot of money, and they outbid. They bid on things that's not in my price range, so I just enjoy the food and watching Holly try to eat the food. So we sit down Saturday. We're at a table of people we know, which is good. Sometimes we end up with people we don't know, and that's fine too. We make new friends. But we had a whole group of people we know at this table.
But wait, pause. Talking about people we don't know. I'm gonna real quick. We were standing in line to get a drink,
Yes.
and I said,
this.
these people in front of me, I said, excuse me, are we in the drink line? And she said, yeah, I think so. I think we're in the drink line, because we were next to a photo booth.
Yeah,
so
I did not want to be in line for a photo booth.
I didn't want to, get up there and not be in the right line. And about that time, the photographer come over and she was like, let me get a picture. And
it was a photographer. It wasn't like the photo booth photographer. It was just a random event photographer.
Yeah. Anywho, so I was like, okay, y'all get in the picture with, like at the chamber events that I go to often, you get a picture with who you're talking to at that, like a little group picture. And so I said, y'all get in the picture. I don't know who they are. And I grabbed the guy around the waist and I pulled him in real close, and
get on in here with this
we
picture.
Smiled, and I said, cheese. And he's like, okay. Well, the photographer goes, okay, great. Now just these two. And she pointed to the couple, and then she was like, and now just you two.
I did not want that group.
So I feel bad but I was trying to be social. I was trying to be social.
So she just randomly grabs people and starts
I was like, get in here.
Pictures.
Let's get a picture. Anywho, so fast forward, we're at the table. It's time to eat dinner. And
I thought you wanted me to tell this story.
I do. I'm that's me setting it.
So it's time to eat dinner. They bring out the food, and it's, the food was fine, but they bring out this, I've never seen this done this way, and I don't quite understand it. It was corn on the cob that was sliced into fourths, but not like, if I look at a corn on the cob, and I think I'm gonna cut this in fourths, I would just chop the whole cob, right?
Down the middle.
Down the middle. Just boom, cut it in half. And then I could boom, cut that in half, or, whatever. And I got four.
So you got 4 small cobs.
4 small cobs. Now, but they sliced it long ways in fourths. So like, if you imagine looking at a corn cob from the side and slicing all the way down through it, cut it in half, and then taking that half and cutting it again. So they're in fourths. So they're too small to really pick up and eat like you would eat corn on the cob. Like if it was a, full width cob. So I don't know how you're supposed to eat that. So I saw it and I was like, huh. It's a small corn on the cob. I wonder how I'm supposed to eat that. Holly did not have the same thought process. She picked that corn on the cob up like a banana and just ate it. Just took the whole thing in her mouth and chewed it off. And I saw it happen. And I was like, oh. And I looked to my right and my friend saw it happen. And they were like, oh. And she's just about 3 chews in. She goes, I don't think I was supposed to do that. And so she's just chewing on the cob. She can't get rid of it. We're at this fancy dinner. She's spitting this out into a napkin.
Can I just tell it from my point of view now?
Because I was like, I saw it as she was chomping down. I was like, is this a joke? Is she joking? I thought she was messing around. Like, oh, look at this tiny little corn on the cob. What are you supposed to do with it?
Yeah.
I didn't think she was going to do that.
Yeah.
She actually, And I was surprised at how easily her teeth that Dr. Carmine gave her just sliced right through that thing. Oh,
Y'all remember that scene in Splash with Tom Hanks and Daryl Hannah? I think it's from the 80s, I think. And they're at the restaurant and she picks up the lobster and she just bites it whole.
Eats the shell. That was Holly eating the corn on the cob.
So look, I had never seen corn like this.
Well, I don't know how. To be fair, I mean, not fair, but to explain a little. I don't know why you would ever do what you did, but I don't know how you're supposed to eat that. Like, I'm like, it's too small to grip.
So I'm looking, and it's aesthetically pleasing. Like, it looks fancy on the plate, and
Sure.
I get it. I get why. I understand. And have y'all not ever cut corn? Because I can't eat corn because I don't want to mess my teeth up. So I don't bite anything with my teeth, my front teeth. And so I always cut the corn. And every now and then I'll get a good little slice where the kernels will come off in a chunk, and they'll be just. I thought they had did that and cut the kernel away from the cob and maybe like battered it and
it was just stuck together
baked
magically.
it, and so it was together. I thought I picked it up and it all stayed together, and I was like, I'm impressed. I had no idea there was a cob. And so I took I like corn, so I took a big old bite of it, like Josh said, like a banana, like you would a hot dog or a banana. And I took about 2 bites, and I couldn't get through it. I couldn't get through the cob. And
So
I looked, I said, with my mouth full, I looked at my friend, and I was like, I wasn't supposed to eat that. So then I don't, it's a lot. So I don't want to pull that whole cob back out.
She didn't take a baby bite. She got half that cob. It is a full length corn on the cob.
I was like, this is going to be good. And so then I was like, well, it's in here now. I might as well try and so I chewed on it a minute and gnawed on it and tried to get the corn off. Well, then I'm still left with that cob.
And you can't chew that up, apparently.
And I didn't want to waste my napkin because it was early in dinner, and I knew I'm going to need my napkin. I didn't want to spit the cob back out, but that's what I had to do. I just spit it out in my napkin, and it was. But my friend, she said, I was wondering how. She said I had thought about doing that as well. I didn't.
No, she was trying to make you feel better. That was all.
Well, I appreciated it.
That was all there was to that. She just like, oh, Holly, yeah, I was gonna do that, but I didn't. But she didn't.
Why do I? That just
That's the most Holly thing ever, though.
I don't know. And then I was cooking dinner last night, and the recipe called for 2 pounds of hamburger meat. Or ground beef for you fancy folk. So I opened 1 pack of the hamburger meat and I put it in the frying pan. And I opened the 2nd pack of hamburger meat and dumped it into the trash.
She just walked over there and it was in a tube and she just squeezed it out right into the trash. It's like $20 she just threw away. It's a pound of meat. That's what happens when you get scatterbrained.
I was doing a lot of things at once.
She did a lot yesterday. She put up all the Christmas ornaments by herself, for the most part. She didn't have a lot of help.
Ornaments, but it was a full
Decoration.
home remodel, basically.
It looks like a store. Like you could come in and
it don't look that good.
And buy things. Like you could open it up. We're going to be on the tour of homes this year.
No, we're not.
The Christmas tour of homes.
It's not like that.
Christy said I would do something like that. Dump the meat in the trash. She got so much going on, and you kind of just are on autopilot.
So then I'm left. I was left. I didn't have any more meat thawed out, so I was going to be a pound short. So I put extra rice in it and extra peppers, and a can of Rotel makes everything taste better. So I dumped that in there.
I wondered what you did. I was like, I wonder what she's going to do with that now that she's got a pound of meat.
I just added a little extra everything else.
Because everything else.
It was stuffed bell pepper casseroles, what I was making.
Everything else we had was frozen. So she would have had to do the old speed thaw with the hot water. Or...
Even then, I had already started browning. I didn't want to wait for...
Well, that's Holly's adventures for the weekend. Also, Holly's locks did not pan out well.
Ooh. Yeah, that was not. I didn't.
Let's take a look at Holly's locks, huh?
I don't know if any of mine hit even.
No,
But I know the first one didn't.
none of them.
I wasn't right on any.
You were wrong on every single pick. I think I'm double checking. We did Holly's locks on Thursday, where she decides she picks her games of the week.
Well, next time I pick mine, y'all are gonna have to just pick the opposite on your bets.
That would be the way to go. Let's see if I can find this. It was a 5-leg parlay. All right. She had Arkansas covering 6.5. They lost by 30. They lost by 30 at home. Now, listen, I did not expect that to happen either, but it did. She had Penn State covering 3.5. They lost by 7, so not close. She had Florida, Georgia under 52.5. Would they combine for 54 points? That was close, but didn't hit. She had A&M covering 2.5 at South Carolina. That did not happen. And she had Tennessee covering 16.5 at Kentucky, or against Kentucky. They did a good job to even win that game. So then that did not hit. So Holly was 0 for 5 on Holly's locks this weekend. So she's certainly due to hit on some this weekend. We'll do that on Friday. We'll do a little more effort this week. We'll pick out the games early so you can take a look at it.
Tony says that what we ate was called corn ribs.
No, whatever. I don't know.
I guess when I tell the story now, I can be like, we had corn ribs.
Do you think anybody's
That
going to...
makes sense to call it that, though, because you want to eat the meat of the corn and not the bone.
Yeah, corn ribs. I'm looking at a picture. Corn ribs.
I thought it come off the cob, but
Very
clearly.
first question. Do you eat the entire corn rib? No. The cob is too tough to eat.
Yes, it is.
To eat the corn ribs, bite the corn kernels off of the cob, just like you would while eating corn on the cob. Thankfully, we have the internet to teach us how to eat. Or Holly wouldn't be able to make it.
Just cut it that ways.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't just cut it that way.
Just like little corn niblets or whatever they call it.
Yeah, you could have cut it, like you said, fat ways. Width.
Cut it hamburger ways, not hot dog ways.
Yeah. This is I can handle a shorter, fatter one.
You're right.
The radio morning show. Well, we are here until 8:30, and we got games when we come back. Stupid Silly Stat, chance to win prizes, and we also will be doing Name That Tune later, right?
Yeah.
Let's get lyrical.
I don't know. Maybe we may talk sports.
Well, we got that too.
Okay.
7.
It may be song trivia.
Okay. We got something coming up later on in the show. Who knows? It's Holly's show. She runs it. Full weather forecast for you. It's going to be a really nice week. We're going to hit 75 today, partly sunny skies, 59 overnight tonight. It will be a little gusty though, 30-mile-an-hour winds today, blowing them leaves around. 76 on Tuesday, sunny skies. Hey, some rain in the forecast on Wednesday. Just a 40% chance of rain. High of 78. These overnight lows stand around 60 degrees. Keep it pretty nice. 75 on Thursday with a 30% chance of rain. 75 on Friday with a 20% chance of rain. So nice, unseasonably warm temps. Long range look to Saturday, Sunday looks like 70 degrees with a 40% chance of showers both days. Weather forecast brought to you by Patton Pest Control. Thanksgiving is 24 days away. Make sure the pests are not a problem at your home when friends and family start to gather. Call Patton Pest Control, 931-247-0781.
Hey, Misty,
Hey, Roger.
do you know what to do if you were involved in a car accident?
I'd scream.
Oh, corn ribs. Now we know. Where are you going? She does everything but work. How's this election going to go tomorrow, y'all? Start commenting. Who wins? Now, who you want to win, who wins? Not necessarily who you voted for, but who wins? I was surprised that Ohio State won, Jacob. Honestly, they've kind of been mediocre to me, and I thought they were going to finally lose one, or at least Penn State would cover that 3.5 or whatever it was. No. I'm with you, Dr. Carmine. I think he's going to win. I think Trump wins nearly every swing state. I don't think he gets Michigan or maybe not North Carolina. I think he gets Georgia, Pennsylvania, and Arizona. I don't know about Nevada either. Quarterback play across all of college football is not that good to me.
I hadn't told my mom that story yet. She sent me a text that said, I'm crying laughing. I was like, it's something you would do. It's something she would do. My mom would do something just like that.
I don't know. I could see her doing it too.
I've been into that thing like a Snickers bar.
I know. It's just no hesitation. No, like, let me taste it. Let me try it. She went into it with confidence.
I did. The only difference between what I did and what Daryl Hannah did is she enjoyed it. She was used to eating lobster like that. She was smiling, and as soon as I bit into mine, it was like
it would be like taking a hard-boiled egg and just eating the shell and all. I don't like the shell.
It was like watching Nellie eat a taco.
They're not going to know that. It's The Office. Is that the last season or second to last season when Nellie comes along and she doesn't know how to eat a taco?
She's from England or something.
Season 8.
And she's got a taco and she don't know what it is. And she's like, please don't let it have eyes. And she gets it and she's like, trying to eat it.
She starts trying to push it out with her finger. That's what Holly looked like trying to eat them corn ribs.
I wonder if anybody else did that, though, not knowing. I can't be the only one in that. There was a lot of people there.
I wish I could have got a microphone and asked.
I can't be the only one that ate the corn ribs like that. Or tried to, at least.
Well, I think so. Prater's here.
All right. Or just the...
Just do regular.
Okay.
Thinking Thanksgiving orders. You know. Mention that.
10-4.
Pick up on Thanksgiving Day. Turkey ham, smoked turkey ham, and all the fixings.
You got it.
Okay, you've been warned. This is the Thunder Radio Morning Show with Josh and Holly.
Thunder Radio Morning Show with you on this beautiful Monday morning. Happy post-time change Monday to you, everybody. Everybody should be well rested, at least, Holly. Now, you come back out of the spring one and everybody's a little beat up and drowsy. But, I mean, you may be irritated with the time change, but you should be well rested. There's no reason to not be.
All right. You heard it here first. Get your act together.
The only thing that would really stink about that is working night shift.
Yeah. I had to do that many times.
And had to work an extra hour?
Yeah.
You got paid for it, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. There actually is 41 hours in this work week. All right, so we've got games to play, stupid, silly stat. But first, Holly has got Prater's information.
Yeah. All right. You can swing by Prater's from 11 to 2 for their, would you call that a lunch buffet?
Not a buffet, because you don't get to go back. But
okay.
I would just call it their lunch line, the lunch cafeteria line kind of food. Their lunch.
Okay. You can go through and get hamburger steak, spaghetti, chicken tender, smoked pulled pork, red parm potatoes, sweet baby carrots, green beans, pasta salad, coleslaw, or side salad. You can still order off the menu if you're with somebody who wants to go through the line, but you want something off the menu. You can still do that. Also, they are taking Thanksgiving orders for
Yes.
bundles. Smoked ham, smoked turkey, and all the fixins. Pickup will be on Thanksgiving Day. Did I get that about right, Josh?
Yeah, they got all the fixins. They'll do all the cooking for you at Prater's. So you can call them about that. Their number is 954-5377. And get those orders in. All right, you want to play games?
Yeah, let's play.
Let's fire it up.
And now it's time for stupid, silly statistics that you never knew
I don't know where you're getting your statistics.
and probably don't need.
Kim, did you bring your statistics?
Stupid Silly Stat is revved up by our friends at Freedom Automotive. Alignments, custom exhaust, tires, all that available at Freedom Automotive. And pretty much all of your automotive needs can be taken care of there. They're open 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. Get on by and see them at Freedom Automotive, 515 Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. That's right in front of College Street Elementary, locally owned and operated. Holly.
A survey found that 2 of the worst things to do on a first date is talking about the weather. What's the other one?
Keep it clean.
A survey found that 2 of the worst things to do on a first date is one is talking about the weather. What's the other worst thing?
Family Show. 728-1320. Take your guesses. Morning Show.
Passing gas.
Oh.
That would be bad. That ain't it. Morning Show.
Would it be talking about your exes?
Well, that's definitely not good, but that's not the right answer.
I feel like that's a given.
Yeah, this is more date activity. More so than
It's not
Like
something that you're doing to embarrass yourself.
yeah,
Or
nothing like that.
it's just what you're doing.
What you're going
Like
on,
if you're
on it.
talking about weather on a first date, it's not going good.
Oh, it's pretty nice, ain't it? Morning Show. Hello. Bye, Dina. Morning Show. Bye, Dina. Y'all better talk. 728-1320. Dr. Cromine says, talk about your mom.
Oh, Lord.
Morning Show.
Talking too much.
Talking too much is a good guess, but that's not it. Morning Show.
Take them meet your mom and dad.
Good try, but not it.
That's a good guess.
Can you imagine trying to date now? I
No.
would have no clue what to do.
No.
No clue. Morning Show.
Talking about finances.
Good guess, but not it.
I don't have any.
I have no money. Why do you think I'm here? Survey finds that 2 of the worst things to do on a first date. One is talk about the weather. What's the other? I'm going to tell you, it's not talking about something. I'll go ahead and give you a hint there. It's not talking about something. Not talking about anything. Dr. Cummings just talk politics.
You want to go ahead and find that out early on. Don't want to waste nobody's time.
Right? Just let me ask you this question. Do you have an American flag up at your house? That's all I need to know.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of an American flag, go ahead.
Morning, Joe.
Chewing with your mouth open?
Good try, but not it. Good try.
The little fella that sang the national anthem before the Westwood Middle School and Coffee Middle basketball games.
Yeah.
Good. 9/11. I was about started to cry.
Did a good job. Melinda Anderson says scrolling on your phone.
Oh.
Good guess. But
This
not
not
it. Morning show.
Using tobacco products.
Not it. Good try.
Excuse me, dear. Could you pass my spit cup?
It's a no. Stupid silly stat. A survey finds 2 of the worst things to do on a first date. One is talk about the weather. What's the other? Oh, Dina. Call back. Amy says drinking too much. That would not be good. Morning show.
Blowing your nose at the table.
Blowing your nose at the table. Good guess.
All right, we're gonna narrow it down.
It's a tricky one today.
Yeah, this is gonna be where you're going on the date.
Yeah,
Not so much something that you're doing to make the date bad. It's just a bad choice.
A bad selection of where you've gone. So how about that? Morning show.
Getting an F on your math test.
Not it.
That was a guess.
Morning show. Hello? Dina. She's not there. All right, given this hint again, so a study finds that two of the worst things to do on a first date. One is talking about the weather. What's the other? It's not the other thing to talk about. It's the other thing, and it's a thing you go do on the date. Like it's like for this date, we're going to go to this. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Morning show.
Take them to a cheap restaurant, fast food restaurant.
Cheap fast food restaurant.
I
Good
love
guess,
that guess.
but not it.
I love that guess.
Morning show.
Going parking in the woods.
Oh, not it. Family show, Matthew.
Or if you're me and Josh, it's just a Papa's cornfield.
728-1320. I think Hattie tried to take a guess, but he had a stroke while he was typing.
What's it say?
G space O to the Mivies. Mivies.
Oh, okay. Hattie's close.
Morning show.
Taking them to a bar.
Not it. Good try. We got some good guesses, but not it. It's a place. Shannon says, if it's in Manchester, I'd say Mexican drugstore or a motel. None of those right. You forgot chicken restaurants.
The guess about taking them to a cheap restaurant, I like that guess.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you got to buy expensive food all of the time.
But it's a first date.
But it's a first
It's a
date.
first date.
Put a little, you're putting that much effort in, womp womp.
Morning show.
Taking them to a game.
A game?
Good try. Not it, though. Morning show. Hello? Hung up on me. All right. A survey finds two of the worst things to do on a first date. One is talking about the weather. What's the other? And the other is a thing, not something you do to embarrass yourself or talk about. It's the place you go on the date. It's a bad place to go on a date for a first date. It's a bad thing to go do. Morning show.
Roller skate.
Not it. Good try. Morning show.
Taking them to a parent's house.
Good try. Don't go to the parents' house on the first date. Not it, though. Do not take them to your parents' house. Morning show.
Taking them to Hoodles.
Good try, but no. Oh, that was adorable, but not it. Okay, so Megan says to the movies. So that is very close, but not
a little more.
We need some
It's a
specificity.
little broad.
It's a little broad. Morning show.
A walk-in theater.
Not it. So going to the movies, that's a pretty common first day, right? Like a movie?
Yeah.
But you got to be a little more specific. You're getting close. Morning show.
The drive-in theater.
Not it. Good try. It's not a specific kind of theater.
You can
You could do this at any theater.
or at home.
Yeah, or at home. Survey finds that two of the worst things to do on a first date. One's talking about the weather. What's the other? And we kind of have agreed and narrowed this down that a movie is involved, maybe. Morning show.
Fitness center.
Ooh.
Oh.
Please don't.
Holly wouldn't even walk in the door. Morning show.
VCR tape.
No.
What's on it?
What's on the VCR tape, huh? Morning show.
Fall asleep.
That would be bad. That's not it, though. That would be bad. 728-1320. We've gotten close with the movie. Go to the movies. Guess that's close, but not quite right.
Got to be a little more specific.
Morning show. Hello. I have a feeling that person's having phone issues because I've had that happen a few times. That person is too. It's been a while since we've had hang-ups. We got our phone lines fixed from having that, but I don't know if it's a phone line issue or if it's just a Dina got scared issue.
A survey found that 2 of the worst things to do on a first date, one is talking about the weather. The other thing, we have narrowed it down to it has something to do with a movie.
Morning show.
Inviting them to your house to watch movies.
Not it. Good try. Morning show.
Take them to a romantic movie.
Oh,
So close.
Not it. Oh, but closer.
I don't want to
But
go
don't do that.
I don't want to go watch a romantic movie.
Don't do that.
Some people do.
You have to go to a comedy, right? Or a suspense on the first date, right? Morning show.
Take them to a theater. I mean, like a live performance.
Not it.
Oh, good guess.
Like a art, like a
play
at the art center. Morning show.
Take them to watch a horror movie.
There it is. Taking them to a horror movie is the worst thing you can do on a first date, according to this survey. What's your name?
Mike.
Mike.
Good job, Mike.
Good job, Mike. Come on by. I got you a Thunder Radio shirt with your name on it, okay?
All right. Thank you very much. Y'all have a good day.
You
How
too.
about you have a good day, too. Yes. So taking them to a horror movie. That's a hard word to say. Horror and rural.
Yeah.
I can't say that. Take them to a horror movie.
No, just a scary movie. That's what we say.
Yeah. Out in at a rural theater. Can't say all those words. So yes, I think if it's a first date movie, it's got to be a comedy.
If I had to pick between a scary movie and a romance, scary all day.
Yeah. I think that suspense would also be okay. So, like suspense can kind of cross lines with, but horror movies, I'm talking about like real scary, freaky stuff.
Yeah.
Like action, I don't know about action. Action would be okay.
I guess so, if you're the guy. When we were little, anytime if we went to the movies and watched something with martial arts or karate, after we got out of the movie, my brother would always want to fight. He would always try and use
Come
karate.
out there doing your karate moves
Yeah.
that aren't good.
Yeah.
He try them out on you. You have to put him in his place.
Yeah, I did. Bust that nose for him a couple times.
There you go, Holly. Get him. I think all boys are like that, though. Like you come out and there's a lot of car chases, then you want to go home and pretend a car chase on your bike.
Did you ever pretend to be the Ninja Turtles?
All the time,
Like,
man. Yes.
Did you liked?
I was the Donatello. No, that's the worst one. Michelangelo. Donatello was the loser.
Okay, he had them little hand forks.
Yeah.
Did you go?
No, that's Raphael. Michelangelo had the nunchucks.
Okay.
I love the nunchucks.
Okay.
I had some nunchucks. I mean, they weren't real, like some plastic
had
toilets.
foam?
Yeah. Little. I think they were
They
plastic. They would hurt. Yeah.
Because you'd get to go and playing around, just
Whack yourself
goofing
right
off
in the
and
knee.
like, or across the face.
Yeah. Those one get you. But I had some of those, and yeah, I had all the Ninja Turtle toys. I had a Ninja Turtle pillow, like a body pillow.
My brother had the my mom would go to yard sales and she'd get like a suitcase of them. I don't know if we ever got any new in the package, but she would find the ones that had all the accessories still with them.
Oh, these
like
tiny little toys.
Somebody
Easy
took
for
good
kids to swallow.
care of
Yes.
of
these toys.
Yeah.
But they wish they had them now. They were big money.
I would always like playing the Ninja Turtles.
There was no girl ones.
April.
She wasn't a turtle.
I know, but she was a girl character. I would play.
They probably have included a girl turtle now.
I liked Raphael. That's who I always.
He got on my nerves.
Red was my favorite color.
Michelangelo was the cool one.
He was kind of quiet and tough, and the loner. I liked it. It's like, man, he's tough. I'm gonna be like that. I'm not.
I like Master Splinter.
Yeah, I guess. Remember when the first Ninja Turtles movie came out? Like the live action one?
Oh, yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. I loved it. I thought the special effects were amazing. And then you go back and look and it's like some animatronics, their mouth wasn't even moving right with the words.
Yeah, but at that time.
It was
kind of like
awesome.
Twister when it first came out. The first one. Felt good about that. Man, this technology, man.
That was good. That was pretty good though.
It was.
Even now, going like if I watched it now, I'd be like, yeah, it's good. If I watched the Ninja Turtles right now, I'd be like, ew.
Is it still a thing? The kids, Ninja Turtles, still a big toy thing?
It evolves. They change.
Oh,
There's Ninja Turtles in the stores right now, but they don't look like the Ninja Turtles that I grew up with. They're weird looking.
But they're still the same names, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I was making sure they've not messed with that. I know how people are.
No. Yeah, they're the same but different.
Just making sure. I didn't change anybody's names. Nobody transitioned or anything. All right, we've got more morning show coming up. I want to tell you about Dirtworks. So it's really the perfect time of year to get those guys out. They do excavation work, and they're when you do anything, in my mind, you want the best people. If I'm going to go get dental work done, I want Dr. Carmine to do it. I want surgery. I'm going to talk to Dr. Van Winkle about that. If I'm bringing somebody out to work on my property, I want the best. I want the skilled surgeon of the business, and that's Dirtworks. I saw some videos of the day where they had posted that they just completely can rework your property to where, water flows in different directions. You get it running away from your house, away from your buildings, things like that. They can do that. They'll bring in dirt if they need to. They'll rework the whole thing. They can install drainage systems. They can cut in driveways. They can do land clearing. Somebody needs a driveway graded. They can do that. They do pretty much anything when it comes to excavation services. And they can do that for you at Dirtworks. Call them at 931-409-0782. That's 931-409-0782 and online at dirtworksforyou.com. That's dirt, WORX, the number 4, the letter U.com.
Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio News Center.
Thunder Radio's local news update is brought to you. Spring Street Market, Peter 1 South Spring Street in Manchester.
Oh, goodness. Ran a little over that segment. Whoopsie. Frank had it. He said horror movie. Just didn't see it. Oh, goodness. Let's see here. Is it Name That Tune next, Holly? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
I have a very busy day. I don't want to do any of it. Bunch of busy work.
Oh, my goodness. Do you need me to help with anything?
No. Just do your job. Broadcasting Westwood basketball tonight. And we're taking tomorrow off because it's election day. So, see y'all Wednesday. We talked about Holly's lock, Shannon. You missed it. She was 0 for 5.
I got so confused before my picks trying to learn what cover the spread meant. It messed me up.
Bless.
I thought I was trying to pick the ones that were going to lose.
No, do not let her lie to you like that. You're not a good liar.
Oh my gracious.
Dr. Cummings said also predict this. If Trump wins, the left will go insane. 2016 will look like Christmas. You see massive protests. The media will call for Congress not to certify, and they will say it was stolen. And I think you'll see destruction in cities. Oh, yeah, I believe that. I do believe that. But the fun part will be watching the left-wing media meltdown on air. Why is it that conservatives don't act psycho? I don't know. It's almost like
Some of them do.
some of them do. There's some that are out there, but I feel like there are more on the side of acceptance over there. The party of understanding and
I heard
acceptance.
something the other day about SNL, like NBC maybe getting in trouble. But
They had to let Trump on for a minute and a half yesterday during their NASCAR coverage for equal time. You can't do that. It's a big FCC no-no. You can't just invite her on and not invite Trump on for the same amount of time. You can't do it. And as soon as it happened, but they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing, and they knew they could be like, oh, whoops, sorry, we didn't mean to. And they filed a little thing, and they let Trump on for a minute and a half during NASCAR coverage on a Sunday afternoon to make up for it. But they knew exactly what they were doing. Yeah, you can't do that. Equal time, fair time. When it comes to things like that, like not news or anything like that, but ad slots or free appearances like that. Cliff said he feels like it goes gonna go both ways. No matter who wins, people are gonna go nuts.
yeah.
It's gonna be interesting times. Shotgun's loaded and we got food, so
I can't cook it, but it's in there.
we got some in the trash we can go dig back out. We got some in the trash.
I said, dump. Josh goes, is it a new bag?
I did. I said, is that a new bag? We could just get it back out. Seriously, if it was a new bag that you would just put in there, would you get that meat back out? Sure, you wouldn't.
It messed with my head.
But it's a new bag.
I'll eat it and I'll be like, oh, my stomach tastes funny. Not taste funny. My stomach feels funny. That meat tasted a little off.
Tastes like plastic. From Brian's at 100. Getting that back out.
I get the trash bags that have like the smell.
Well, then that maybe not.
So it's got like Febreze.
There's some kind of chemicals in there. Yeah, I know it's probably not the best. I'm just saying you gotta weigh the options here.
Cook off those chemicals right away.
Yeah. The house would be smelling real good.
I don't know. I don't think I could do it. Like if I'm straining macaroni and a noodle falls in the sink,
I'm not getting that out. No. Well, I mean, I'm not that desperate for that noodle.
Or a lot of times if I'm cooking and a little piece of meat jumps out, I won't put it back in the pan once it touches the stove.
That's all right.
With Josh and Holly.
Thunder Radio Morning Show. The question posed during the break for everybody. Holly dumped a pound of meat in the trash for no reason on Sunday. She just was cooking, took a pound of meat, put it in the pan, took another pound of meat, and instead of putting it in the pan, just dumped it right into the trash can.
I don't know why I did that.
Just scattered brain syndrome.
Yeah.
But the question is, because as soon as she did that, I said, is that a new bag? Because in my mind, I'm like, well, you can get that back out and just cook it. It's fine.
So the question was,
the question is, would you do that?
If it was a clean bag, you had just put in the can and you poured hamburger meat in it.
Like uncooked hamburger meat right out of that stuff's expensive. Right out of the package.
Do you get the hamburger meat out of the bag
and put it on the
and continue to cook with it?
If it's a new bag, brand new, like you just put it in, not an hour ago and nothing's been dumped in. I'm talking about you just put it in 5 minutes ago and there's nothing, nothing's been dumped in the garbage.
It wasn't up for debate with us because I had just swept the floor and emptied the dustpan into the bottom of the trash can.
But I was thinking you could still, get the top part of the meat.
No, absolutely not. I wouldn't eat it out of a clean trash bag. I'd be like, well.
Dana says, yes, I definitely would have. Meat is too expensive to not use it. Kate says, no, once it's in the trash, it's gone. Well, we ain't all got Kate money, so.
She's going to fight you. I wouldn't eat it out of the bag either.
Holly's very bougie.
It would just mess with my head. I don't know. I'm not eating trash meat.
Cliff says, rinse it off. Cooking it kills the germs.
Yeah.
What are you doing over there? I'm just rinsing this meat with the spray nozzle. She did that, y'all. She just did that.
Everybody does things like that.
Let's get everybody a temperature update. Let's move on from that. Outside the Unity Medical Center studios here at Thunder Radio, 63 degrees right now. It's mild for November the 4th. It's nice out there.
Yeah.
74 for your high today. 30-mile-an-hour winds though. Overnight tonight around 60. Did you get that on the weather? I know you've been wanting to pay attention to the weather.
60?
Overnight. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wind.
And windy today. Yeah, but pretty warm. 75. Mostly sunny skies, or partly sunny skies. Temperature update brought to you by Wisteria Hill Boutique near downtown Manchester. If you missed their Christmas open house this weekend, darn it, shame on you. But they still got all those new arrivals. Whatever they didn't sell, they're going to have more come in. They're going to have lots of specials between now and the Christmas holiday. Shop local at Wisteria Hill. They have all of your cute, trendy women's clothing and more. 205 South Woodland Street near the Square in Manchester. And on Facebook, Wisteria Hill Boutique. James says, true story, had a coworker pull a hot dog out of the trash can. Someone dropped on the floor, rinsed it with bottled water, put it in the microwave, and then ate it.
Well,
I would not do that. I would have to be real hungry. Brian says, clean bag, all good. Most people are siding with me on most people.
that's fine, and that's fine. I'm not saying I'm right. It's just what I would do. Or not do, I should say.
The one thing that does throw some hesitation at me is that Holly does get the bags with the scented bags.
Like I get the Febreze.
Yeah, so I'm like, what's in the bags? Shannon says that portion would be for the guests. Right? Here you go. Welcome to my house. Hattie said just cook it a little longer than normal, be fine. It's professional cooks.
All right, let's play games.
Name that tune.
Josh has got a little snippet of a song. He's going to play a 1, 2, and then a 3-second clip. Once you have figured out the name of the song, give us a call on the Ben Lomond hotline. Area code is 931-728-1320 for a chance to win. What are they winning today?
Black Rifle Coffee.
Any minute now.
Where did this come from? You don't have to give me the artist because I don't know how to say it. 728-1320. Morning show.
Gangnam Style.
So fast. What's your name?
Rebecca Boyd.
Good job,
Rebecca.
Rebecca.
I thought I would have you guys tricked, but not you.
No, Rebecca nailed it. All right, Rebecca. Hey, I've got some Black Rifle coffee here. You come pick it up at the Thunder Radio studios, okay?
All righty, thank you.
Thank you.
Golly, nailed it.
Open Gangnam Style.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was certainly a thing.
Now
Cliff
that little
had it.
earworm is going to be in your head
I'll
all
enjoy
day.
that. Remember, that was a wildly popular and viral.
Yeah.
Like that was everywhere. You could not go anywhere without hearing that thing.
I know, but it's been a while.
I'm glad it
and
went
no,
away.
you don't ever hear
You
it
don't.
now. And so I'm like, this is going to get them because it was something that maybe not Gerald, but people probably heard
Right.
at some point.
Yeah, you had to if you were alive, you heard that song. The kids loved it. That's about our kids.
Middle school? Was it middle school?
I think they were elementary school.
Was
I
that
think.
it was that long
Oh,
ago? I'm
yeah.
looking it up. See, I don't know how to say his last name. It's pronounced. I mean, it's spelt
It's
P-S-Y.
Psy.
It's Psy.
Yeah, the peace sign. I hope so.
The P is silent, Holly.
Look that up. I didn't see when it came out, but I'm pretty sure they were elementary school because the boy one was convinced he could sing the lyrics, and he could not. But he gave it a good go.
That song came out in 2012.
Yeah, so 12 years ago. 7. They were 7 and 8.
6 and 7.
6 and 7, 7 and 8 in that time frame. So, yeah, elementary school.
Golly.
Holly's like, what were they in middle school?
2000.
They were
Maybe it come out in 2012,
That's why I
but
said-
it didn't become popular over in the United States until
Well, that's why I added a year.
he's South Korean. He's a rapper.
Well, if he was North Korean, we would never heard it.
So I wonder if maybe it took a little. I never heard anything else out of him. The video to that, if you've not seen it, it's quite funny. hard to follow, but it's like a train wreck. You can't look away.
I'm trying to find out when it became popular.
It's called K-pop. That's
By 2013, the song debuted on the Billboard Hot 100 in September 2012.
okay. Well,
So I'd say 2012, 2013, early 2013 is when it really got big.
I wonder if he's still popular in South Korea.
I don't know. Like you said, you never heard back from that guy. Anything else?
No.
Here. Well, while we wait just a moment before our next time break, like I keep this thing on time, I do want to tell you about our friends at Dr. Van Winkle's office. Mcella treatments. People have been asking about those. That's something that could solve urinary incontinence just like that. 482 Interstate Drive. There's no invasive procedures required here. This is a non-invasive treatment. Learn more. drvanwinkle.com. 482 Interstate Drive. Are we playing? What do we have another game or what? We have another segment we're supposed to touch. But we don't have Mondays Misconnections anymore.
Yeah, it'll probably just be let's get lyrical.
Okay.
But it may just be like lyric trivia. I don't know yet.
All right. Well, I've got one in here.
That's old, probably.
Oh, okay.
What's it say?
It doesn't say. No information.
Oh, I don't ever put it.
It's
Yeah.
for...
Yeah. I didn't do this one yet.
She's going to be doing this during the break.
I'll fix it.
Yet all weekend, Holly, and she spent all weekend putting up her Christmas decorations. Speaking of, we started an experiment at the beginning of the show.
Yes. How is that going?
Holly posted on the Thunder Radio Facebook over the weekend and said, hey, has anybody started putting their Christmas trees up? And she posted a picture of our tree. And she was shocked that we were 38 comments deep and we had no negative comments, which
Not
is
one
a complete
person
anomaly.
Was like, let's get through Thanksgiving or anything like that.
Yeah, nothing like that. Like I could not believe it. So Dr. Carmine said, well, put it over there on the forum.
Let's see what happens.
Well, so I shared it over there and it just has 2 likes.
And no comments.
No comments. Oh. So I don't know. Maybe I think if I made an original post, it would probably
we shared it.
Yeah,
okay.
But the share, I think, caused problems with that.
All right.
All right, we got more morning show when we come back. Let's get lyrical, maybe. Who knows? We got birthdays coming up at the top of the hour. I want those from Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Call those in at 728-1320.
Start your day the fresh and fruity way. Now, under new ownership, we're serving up all natural goodness with fresh fruit and no added preservatives.
Pure delicious flavor. And guess what? We've extended our menu. Come in for a hot coffee or iced latte filled with a fresh bagel, avocado toast, or a parfait to make yourself feel like it.
Glenn sending us a novel about how dirty your house is.
We're open from 6:30 to 5 Monday through Friday.
You ain't telling me nothing, Glenn. I clean it and I see how filthy it is.
Right.
Like I'll take the Mr. Clean magic erasers and I'll do all the doors from where we touch the white doors with our fingers and hands, and I'll do that and then come back 2 weeks later and it's like I was never even there. I never even washed it.
No. I don't know what the deal is. We're dirty, dirty people. It's the animals.
Yesterday, Josh come home and he did a little pool work, did a little yard work, stuff like that. He said, hey, asked me where something was. Couldn't find it. So I walked out there to show him where it's at. And he is walking across our muddy yard in white socks. He was walking through mud in a pair of white socks.
Well, that wasn't my intention. But you got mad at me for
What did you do with them?
Put them in the dirty.
You should have just thrown those away because it's going to contaminate the other laundry. They were so.
I don't know. I didn't mean to.
I started to say something to him because he sure would say something to me if I was doing something.
Well,
he don't care. He don't do the laundry. I do it, so he don't care how.
My intent was to stay on.
He was in the mud.
I wanted to stay on the concrete because I was doing pool work, and I was like, I'm just gonna get up here and do, stay up here. But that's not how that worked.
Well, you just didn't pull them off.
I don't know.
before you stepped in the mud?
I do not know.
So he can say, "Oh, the dogs are why."
I didn't walk in the house with them on. I took them off before I came in.
It don't matter now. Now there's dirt in the house.
Well, Glenn, we know Wikipedia is 100% accurate, so I feel good about it.
What? You got to tell us what he said or me.
Oh, it was this long post about how dirty your house is.
Oh.
The National Sanitation Association or something. Your kitchen's the dirtiest.
I need a song. I don't have nothing.
Well, we don't have to. We can just do birthdays here.
I maybe just can find some trivia right fast. Nope, not that.
I've got one.
Lyrics?
Yeah.
I got some trivia, maybe.
And the song Night Moves by Bob Seger.
Why are you doing it so early?
Fun. Mine's good. I feel good about it. I've got everybody tricked. Nobody's even gonna be able to play.
Is it too hard?
No. That's probably gonna be pretty easily figure outable.
All right, I got some trivia too.
She doesn't trust me.
No, just in case we got some time to kill, like right here. Which 90s music genre originated in Seattle?
Grunge.
Give somebody some time to play.
Well, that's too easy.
Okay.
That's Nirvana, Pearl Jam, all that came from out there.
What was Britney Spears' debut album?
Hit me one more time.
I'm sorry, Josh. The correct answer
not the name of
is
the album.
Baby One More
Baby album.
Time.
I had that album. Had the
Yeah, I
poster.
bet you did.
It came with a fold-out poster. And by the takes I've been 12 years old. And you go tell your friends you got that poster in your room, everybody wants to come to your house. It wasn't as easily accessible then. You know what I'm saying?
Which rapper was famously shot in Las Vegas in 1996?
Tupac. Golly, Hollywood. I'm going to take you to trivia night. Thunder Radio morning show. If you're not watching on the cameras, you've missed a trivia extravaganza put on by Holly during the break. She had music trivia for everybody. Got killed.
I was asking all the easy questions.
I was like, man, I need to go to trivia night with these kind of questions. We do have games to play. We got birthdays coming up in a minute, too. 728-1320. This is the morning show brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. M-Sculpt Neo treatments can solve urinary incontinence. Learn more. drvanwinkle.com. All right. So, Holly, we're going to play Let's Get Lyrical, where we have basically lyric trivia, pretty much, right?
You're going to ask a question, and the answer is going to be in the lyrics of the song.
Yeah, you call in to get the right answer at 728-1320 on the Ben Lomond Connect hotlines. If you get the right answer, I've got Thunder Radio swag for you, our brand new Thunder Radio shirts that we got in just a couple of weeks ago, and you could win. And the song Night Moves by Bob Seger, they'd steal away every chance they could. Where'd they go?
728-1320.
I think that's a pretty good one. 728-1320. They'd steal away every chance they could. Where?
I don't know.
728-1320.
I love Bob Seger, though. Night Move's a good song.
It's a great song.
I don't know that. I don't know where they go. I don't know where they went all those times.
Here is a hint. It's not just one place. It's not just one place. And the song Night Moves by Bob Seger. They steal away every chance they could. Where'd they go?
I don't know. I have no clue.
728-1320. I've got Cliff fooled over here. Morning show.
Backwood alleys and trusty woods.
Oh, wait a minute. Start it over. Say it again.
Backwood alleys, trusty woods.
Oh, you're close.
Oh.
It's a misheard song lyric, I think, for you here.
Oh, he knows what you're talking about.
He knows it. He just don't quite got it. Oh, I lost line 2. He's so close. He had part of it. He had part of it right. He had 2/3 of it right, but not the whole thing. He can call back. 728-1320. He can call back. He's got it. He knows the name of the. He knows the song clearly. He's just clearly been singing it wrong for a long time. He's very close. 728-1320. In the song Night Moves by Bob Seger, they'd steal away every chance they could. Where'd they go? Right answers win brand new Thunder Radio shirts. Wrong answers get to call back and try again. That gentleman who got it wrong, he was very, very close. He had one word wrong. 728-1320. I'm not afraid to not give this away.
I'm trying to see if he's still touring.
Seeger?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You want to know how old he is?
He's old. 81.
He turns 80 in May.
Pretty good guess there. It's based on album releases. I was just kind of guessing. We may not get the right answer today. We may have to.
You should have gave it to.
No, I'm not.
Buddy.
No. Morning show.
Is it to the back room, to the alley, or the trusty woods?
Back room, alley, or trusted woods.
Okay.
Yes, that is the right answer. The back room, alley, trusted woods. What's your name?
I'm Philip Chesser.
Philip. Good job, Philip. All right. Yes.
Right.
Come on by and get you a shirt, buddy.
Another one. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll do it.
Make you a quilt. See you bye. Yeah. The first caller said the backwoods, alley, or the trusted woods. It's the back room, the alley, or the trusted woods.
I'll say. Okay.
But you think got woods in there twice. To the back room, the alley, or the trusted woods, or the cornfield.
What are you doing, Bob?
Here's
These
the deal.
are ladies.
It's an incredibly inappropriate song.
What are you doing taking her to the alley, Bob?
Sneak away every chance they could. It's a good song, though.
I'm not trying to go out in the woods and get eat up by mosquitoes.
I mean, just listen to the lyrics to this song. Practicing our night moves.
Well,
it's just. But then I was listening to some of Holly's music on the way to the Sportsman on Saturday, and her music's a little more direct in what we're talking about here.
There's less innuendos.
Yes, this is just innuendos. Out past the cornfields where the woods got heavy, out in the back seat of my '60 Chevy.
Okay, so they're in a vehicle.
Working on mysteries without any clues.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, right, about that age. So anyway, but then Holly's music that she has today, that she plays for me sometimes, is very direct.
Yeah, I think it would make a pirate blush.
Yeah, it's different kind of thing. All right, congratulations, Philip. He got it. The back room, the alley, or the trusted woods. All right, Hattie got it right first over on the Carmine Family Dental Cameras. I thought Hattie would get that. He's all over it. All right, we got more morning show. Birthdays coming up next. That's immediately. Call those in at 728-1320.
Listen up, ladies. Most of us suffer from urinary incontinence. But what if I told you how to solve these issues? I'm talking about Mcella treatments with
I wanted to give it to him, but it was just wrong. Yeah.
Daggone, Josh. If you treat the equipment a little nicer,
Shut
maybe
up.
it would last
Did
a
you
little
not?
longer.
Do we have any birthdays over the weekend?
Tiffany, he's tearing up this
Tell her.
equipment.
She don't run this place.
I just want her to know that you do it too, because you give her a hard time. Coach Wolf's birthday.
I had him down.
Okay. No.
All right, good. Birthday's coming at you. No, I couldn't do that. Cliff said, had many picnics and cemeteries. I'm out. I'm out on cemeteries. It's not backwoods, Glenn. It's back. It's back room.
AI generated stuff is getting pretty good.
Already, too.
I just saw a bald eagle pick a cheetah up by the ears and carry it off. I had to watch it a couple times.
I got a guess from David Young. He said, back street alleys in Trusty Woods. It was a good one I did.
Good one.
Tell me I did good.
You did good.
Cliff, there must be a delay in Glenn's feed. Where's he at in this? We decided this 10 minutes ago.
Decided what?
The answers. He's up in Iowa. It takes a little longer for it to get up there. Isn't that where you're at, Glenn? Iowa? It's Iowa. I saw a story where it said Kamala was leading in Iowa. Now I see another one where it says Trump's winning by 10. What's happening up there in your neck of the woods? Who's going to win? Birthday time.
1100.
Birthday time on the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Pick up that phone and give me a call and turn in those birthdays. Today is Monday, so we like to celebrate Saturday, Sunday, and Monday birthdays. At the end of the day, Tiffany will be drawing for a slice of birthday pie from the Mercantile Cafe Bakery and Gift Shop, our fine friends over there. And today is Monday, so we'll be drawing for 3 winners: a Saturday pie winner, a Sunday pie winner, and a Monday pie winner. At the end of the week, we draw for a grand prize, a birthday cake. Last week's winner was Amanda Bryan. We also want your anniversaries because at the end of the week, we draw for a grand prize floral arrangement from our fine friends at the Mossy Pot in downtown Manchester. All right, here we go. Drum roll from me. Saturday birthdays. Happy birthday, Shannon Mays, Ruthie Arnold, Reed Wolf, and Caitlin McAdams, all with birthdays on Saturday. Morning show.
May I put a birthday on for this past Saturday, please?
Perfect. Yes.
Gina Wilson.
Said Gina.
Uh-huh.
All right, got it down.
Yeah, enjoying the show, guys.
Happy birthday to Gina Wilson. All right, Sunday, audience, please hold your applause. William Thomas, Cindy Clower, Karen Lewis, all with birthdays on Sunday. And on this Monday, I actually don't have a birthday listed yet. So let me know. All right, Holly, what's going on over there? Celebrities.
It's the Karate Kid's birthday. Ralph Macchio turns 63. Yeah. I was so glad to see him come out of hibernation when he started doing the Cobra Kai.
And then I see why he didn't do much acting after Karate Kid.
I like Ralph Macchio. Little heartthrob.
Sure you do.
Matthew McConaughey turns 55.
All right.
And also P. Diddy.
Oh. How old is P. Diddy?
55.
Oh, 55. Oh, you said also. I didn't know. So I was trying to figure out how many years he would be in jail. Next 40 or so years, depending on how long he makes it. I don't think he'll make it long. Like, I feel like he's one of those guys that he's going to get Epsteined. You know what I mean?
You think so?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be around long. I think he's going to get the Epstein treatment.
When I was doing the career fair last week.
Yes.
I was trying to explain to the kids that, we cover local politics.
Yeah.
And we want to get that information out. I said, nationally, like if you turn the TV on right now, what are you going to see on the news? Talking about most everybody said election Trump
coverage. Yeah.
And one kid very, very confidently said P. Diddy.
They ain't wrong. What do P. Diddy, Jeff Epstein, and Christmas lights have in common? They don't hang themselves. Sorry. That was inappropriate. All right. Just a little joke. Thunder Radio Morning Show Overdrive, financed by New Haven Mortgage. So I know a lot of people are home shopping, and I've seen people on Facebook, just the people I know, like looking for home, looking for property, looking for these things. And I've seen people posting their things. A lot of realtor friends on there. So I know there's homes, I know there's inventory, I know there's shoppers. So when you start looking for that home, make sure that you have the correct team on your side. And it's not just a realtor. You need a good realtor, sure, but you need the right financing. That's the big thing. You got to be able to buy this thing. New Haven Mortgage in Manchester. Heather Phillips and her team have over 60 years of experience in the home lending industry. So whether you're a first-time home buyer and you're not really sure what the steps are, or maybe this is old hat for you, you've done it a few times, you know what to do, but you just need the people to put the wheels in motion. They can do that. Maybe you're not even looking to buy a home. You're just looking for a cash-out refinance to do some work around the house. You got a lot of equity in your home built up over the last several years, and you're like, you know what? I'd like to put in a pool, or I want to put in a new building, or do some fencing, or whatever, and you need to get access to that cash. They can help with that too. New Haven Mortgage at 1300 MacArthur Street in Manchester. That's right across from Markham's, or find them online, newhavenmtg.com, NMLS 1477317. Morning show here till 8:30.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios. This is Thunder Radio WMSR 1328.
So we decided we're not going to be here tomorrow for Election Day?
That's up to you, buddy.
I don't know. I feel like we probably should come in. We got to be here Wednesday. I got a game tonight.
Huh? What you saying?
Shannon said, they're like an air freshener in my truck, just a hanging.
At the October 30th special call Board of Mayor and Alderman meeting, Manchester City Mayor Joey Hobbs.
I got a basketball game I call tonight.
We're playing basketball.
I'm gonna try a new thing tonight. I'm broadcasting, so I'm gonna try a new thing. Once I'm done, I'm just gonna write the story real fast and record it. That's when I'm set up, and then when I get home, I'm just gonna sleep. I'm just done.
Okay.
I'm gonna try that. I don't have another game.
That way you don't have to pull it.
Oh, Blaine had a birthday yesterday. Blaine Myers. Let's put Blaine on the birthday list. Blaine Myers. Happy belated birthday to Blaine. $19 for Blaine. I was assuming 19.
I got one of my most favorite pictures of the athletic year so far at the game Thursday. Claudio Vick, after he got that sack, he's muddy, it's raining.
She got some really good pictures. She got really good pictures.
I got so cold.
I was concerned about her down there at the game. It was raining. I was up there in the dry with 47 people in the press box.
All those people make for some body heat, so you can stay warm.
Oh, it was too warm. It was stuffy. I kept walking outside to cool down.
Bless your
during
heart.
halftime. I know.
It was like, okay, I would imagine it's probably like people trying to get on lifeboats, Titanic. Like so it starts raining, everybody wants to get in the press box. Those can play Vanderbilt today at 11. I'm gonna go through there and pick the games I'm gonna go watch.
All right.
What do we do in this segment?
All right. We're talking sports.
Holly's Locks. 0 for 5. Sun is bright this morning. Wednesday show will be a lot of Dr. Carmine because he's going to come in and spend a couple segments with us.
Good.
Talk about his thing. His adventure. Why do you put your glasses down like that? It scratches them. She puts them face down on the table. That's not good for them. That's why they're so filthy.
The glass isn't touching. It's the bridge of this thing.
No, the glass still touches.
No, it's not.
Okay.
They're not scratched, but apparently I cleaned it with something that.
You're not supposed to clean it with?
Yeah, and so it looks like
filmy.
Not filmy. It looks like there's a smudge, and there's not a smudge. Like, look at this lens right here.
Yeah, I can see it. Mirror right there in the middle.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah, like that way.
I see it.
Yeah, it's right in the middle. It's shaped like a J, like maybe I had something on my hand and maybe grabbed it with my finger. I don't know. I can't hardly see nothing without my glasses unless I'm looking at my phone. Then I got to take them off because I can't see with them on. That sounds so old. Oh, speaking of old, let me tell you. We had the oldest conversation at the sportsman banquet with our friends at our table. And it was, how often do you check the mail?
That's right. How old of a conversation can you have?
We can talk a little bit about it when we come back.
We're coming back now.
Holly is the planner, the brains, and the looks. She just needs Josh to push all the fancy buttons.
The snowflake button makes it cold, cold, cold. Set temperature makes it hold, hold, hold.
This is the morning show with Josh and Holly.
Thunder Radio Morning Show Overdrive, financed by New Haven Mortgage. Plenty of ways to get into that home of your dreams, whether you're a first-time home buyer, maybe it's your second, third, fourth home, doesn't matter. They can help everybody. Cash-out refinances are great for doing home improvement projects, getting into that cash equity. NewHavenMTG.com, NMLS 1477317. Holly, welcome back.
Thanks, buddy.
We have a couple of different things to get to in this segment. First, Holly kind of mentioned it during the break to the cameras. You know you're old when you spend the first 10 minutes at the table of the sportsman and businessman's dinner talking about how often you check the mail.
Yeah.
Everybody, we went around the table and everybody took a turn talking about when they checked the mail.
and we were all
Very engaged.
Engaged, yeah.
Yes.
And
Now,
because
well, let me tell you what I do. I go out there about once every other day. You know, everybody was just very much into
But I
that
think-
conversation.
Josh does not check the mail at our house.
No, I didn't even realize we got mail there. I check the mail here because checks come.
And so I check it maybe about once a week at our house. So it fills up. Ever since somebody left them dirty underwear in the mailbox, it's not been my favorite. I don't like going out there. And so
she opens it with gloves.
Oh, golly. People are nasty. Anywho, I just thought to be perfectly honest, because I'm lazy, I drive right by the mailbox. It ain't going to take nothing just to.
Well, no, the problem is that when you drive, the best time to check it will be when you drive out.
Yeah.
Because you're leaving and the mailbox is on the driver's side window. So it'd be easy to just pull over there and grab the mail. On the way home, it's on the passenger side. So this requires getting out and walking around.
I got to walk across the road.
Nobody
get
wants to
the
do
mail.
that.
Yeah. And so I don't check the mail, but I didn't think it was, I thought maybe it was uncommon, but everybody at the table's like, yeah, we hardly ever check our mail.
There's nothing in there good. It's just bills and junk.
If it's
and
something
47 different statements.
If I got something being shipped, I'll check it then. Like I know I've got a package being delivered.
The big old truck just
That's
rolled
our
up out here.
friend. No, that ain't our friend. I don't know who that is.
Holly just be making assumptions too. That's another thing she's been up to lately. Is just assuming she's talking to somebody and it's not that person. She did that. She done that a couple of times lately, where some kid will walk up and she assumes it's somebody, and then she starts talking to them. The door's not locked, and then she just continues to talk to them like it ain't no thing. I guess I'm just gonna get left alone during the show. Holly just got up and left the table.
Thank you. That was Mike. He won.
So anyway, Holly just talks to people and just assumes who they are and doesn't know who they are. And that's happened 2 or 3 times in the last week to her.
Did you wait on me to get back to finish that story?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
it's better if you're here.
alrighty. I saw a little girl and I was like, she's like, I need to come by and pick up my shirt. And I was like, you know what? Not only I'm going to go give you, because you're so darn cute, I'm going to give you a sweatshirt too. She was like, oh, thank you. Thank you. And when she turned around, her last name was on the back of the shirt. And I was like, not who I thought it was. So.
Did you tell her she was no longer getting a sweatshirt?
No, I'm going to give one to her. She's cute too.
You don't have a sweatshirt that fits that girl. There is not a sweatshirt in this building that fits that girl. She is 4'1", 64 pounds.
Well, she's just going to get the smallest I got. She'll grow into it.
Eventually, right?
Yeah.
All right. We were going to talk a little sports here. We don't have a lot of time. We sometimes do that here on Mondays. Tennessee won on Saturday. It's an ugly game.
It wasn't pretty.
I don't know why I let people talk me into thinking that they would cover that spread. I immediately said, that seems high. That seems like a high spread. I don't know. And then Trey gets on there and is like, oh, they'll cover that. And then I go betting money. Lost. It was a bloodbath for me this weekend. And I mean, in my betting. It was bad.
Just going back right quick to the mail. Your dad says the mail lady puts their flag up when it's full.
Oh. Time for you to come get the mail. There's no room left.
That's funny.
Yeah, I just don't like to check it. I don't want to go through the trouble.
Red flag. You know?
I can't leave your mail here.
That's funny.
But anyway, Tennessee wins. Coffee County won Thursday. It's a little older news.
That was
Vanderbilt went to Auburn and won. And again, I thought that Auburn being a 7.5 point favorite over Vandy was weird, considering how well they played and how bad Auburn was. And sure enough, Vanderbilt went down there and beat them.
You were talking about how close Vegas can get it.
So nuts, because we were looking at the Florida game, the Florida Georgia game, and the line. Now that the line moves, but when we bet, the line on that was 42.5. I'm sorry, the over under on that was 52.5, and they ended up scoring 53 combined points. So they were right there at it.
Golly,
and then the point spread was 14.5 Georgia, and Georgia beat them by 14. So they just missed it. Had you taken the over, you would have lost that bet. If you took the under, you would have won. So, or if you took them to cover on the 14.5. So Holly's bets. She took the over on the total, which was off. And then she took the under on the total points, which was off. And then she took Georgia to cover 14.5, which they did not. I think if you had made 5 more picks, you would have missed 5 more. Like she was 0 for 5 on picks, but I think had you made 10 picks, you would have been 0 for 10.
I wouldn't have. Not out of 10. I'd have got something
We're going to get a Christmas card from FanDuel this year. We appreciate your contributions.
I made on-the-spot decisions because I didn't prepare, and then Josh tried to give me the rundown on what covering the spread means, and I'm going to have to watch something on YouTube to fit to.
I don't know why she can't get it. It's not that difficult.
It's not difficult, but I cannot help it if I don't.
I feel like if we go back there and we get on the war board and we just start writing it out, I think you could figure it out.
I know I could. I'm not an idiot. I just don't understand it the way you're explaining it. Sometimes you and I communicating.
All the time. All the time.
On different.
We're never on the same page.
Trying to get to the same place, taking different paths.
I take the interstate. Holly takes the scenic route there. She's taking 41 down to Chattanooga, and I'm on the interstate. Because
you're.
I'm a direct path person.
This guy's walking through the mud in his white socks, but yeah, real bright.
To be fair, they weren't my white socks; they were somebody else's white socks, so I didn't care all that much. You can get it, and you can get it in a more direct way. We just have to sit down. I could see why you got yelled at a lot doing homework.
Yeah,
Bob's got 3 apples.
Yeah, it was. Some things I can pick up on real quick, and sometimes I can look at something and I know it's not. Holly, you're making this harder than it needs to be.
Speaking of math homework, I get all emotional sometimes when it comes to the kids growing up, but then when I start thinking about things like math homework, I don't think I would go back. Like you romanticize how the fun parts, but you forget that stuff. Like, oh, you'll miss this. I don't miss that.
We've got, so this is our last year to have one in high school.
Yes.
And they're both over the age of 18 now. And then, Halloween came around Thursday, and I was looking around at pictures of people that I graduated with that have little kids, little like toddlers. And and that's scary. That thought to me.
That's the scariest part about Halloween right there. No. All right. Morning show overdrive financed by New Haven Mortgage. We're here till 8:30.
New Haven Mortgage features experienced lenders with over 60 years in the business, making New Haven Mortgage your trust.
All right, guys, the Mercantile, otherwise known as the Mercantile, closed today, but they have their Thanksgiving bundles up, so y'all go check those out on their Facebook page. You can go ahead and get those orders in. They do the half bundles that serves 4 to 5, and then the full bundles that serves 10. But really, they serve more than that in my mind. I don't want to. They may change that up from year to year, so I don't want to promise that, but they always have healthy portions in terms of amounts. So y'all go on by, and I don't mean physically fit healthy. I mean extras. So y'all go on by and see them about that. The Mercantile. Or call them 723-2491. See y'all later. We'll cut out of here. We may or may not be here tomorrow. I don't know. Happy Election Day. We'll probably be here, but I don't know. We'll see.